Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Revere Sky's Essence. Let's talk about these online savings accounts dealing with like Credit Karma, Experian. I don't know what TransUnion and Equifax are doing. I just know that Credit Karma does not have Experian. Experian want to do their own thing, so Credit Karma only has Equifax and TransUnion, right? So you got to go to Experian and do shit separate, right? So Experian has a smart money account, right? I put $10 in there and it never gained any interest, which is weird, okay? Smart money account. So there's a catch to using these credit websites to save money. Now, you're not really trying to save anything major. You probably like setting a goal saying I'll put $25 in here a week, $50 in here a week, see how it builds up at the end of the year, right? That'll pay like mortgage taxes, some type of tax, pay 6 months on the car insurance, anything, rainy day, vacation, you think it's all good. But let me hip you to something. So Experian Smart Money, they offer you a checking account. Well, they offer me a checking account. I never opened up a savings account, but checking accounts are supposed to draw interest too. Now, there's another place I save money, but you can't transfer less than $25. Experian let me transfer 10, but this is the catch. They want to sign into your bank account, just readable. They want to be nosy. So by them wanting to be nosy, your bank account and everything disconnects them. You have to reconnect every time you want to transfer money. You got to reconnect because they're being nosy. Everything that you've ever purchased or anything in your bank account, when you sign up for like Credit Karma or Experian, 9 out of 10, they got all of that data, right? They're data hungry, right? So I noticed I wanted to transfer $25 more. I get here, it say reconnect account. Now, when you click transfer money, this is how accurate they are. Just peep game. I had to transfer the money to the savings account that I wanted to draw the money from. I have an empty savings account. So I went on and put in the request to transfer $25. Experian, first of all, at first, Experian kept saying something went wrong. So they sent me an email saying you need to reconnect your bank account to Experian digital checking. First of all, it shouldn't have never disconnected. Okay, I could go to Capital One right now and say transfer money to my savings or checking account with Capital One. And the information is there. The same information I use to pay my credit card bill is the same information I can use to transfer money. And it's all there. It never leaves, right? But Capital One is not trying to be nosy. Capital One is not trying to read all your data from your bank statements, this, that, and the other. They're not trying to read that. But Experian is. So since Experian is trying to read all your data and all your bank statements and download everything they could download from your purchase history and stuff and your deposit history, the bank locks them out after the transfer. So I was like, you know what? I'll give you one more shot. I'm going to connect you to the bank again. and I'm going to transfer these $25. So when I wanted to transfer the $25, there was no money in the savings account. There was only 4 cents in the savings account. So I connected the savings account. I did the request. Experian came back and said, you don't have enough funds to complete this transaction. Bitch, this shit not instant. This shit not motherfucking instant. You're not going to instantly get this money like a fucking debit card. It takes you 3 to 5 days to get this money, Experian. So by the time I put in this request and go transfer the money, it'll be there when it's time for you to get it. So when Experian say that we're able to read your account, they're literally serious. So they knew this account did not have enough funds in it to transfer the money. So I said, okay, you know what? Let me go transfer the money into the account and then transfer the money. So I went and transferred $25 into the account. Experian, seeing that the money was there, it said it was $25.04 in the account. So I went over there to click transfer. Experian say something went wrong. What you mean something went wrong? I thought you was able to read the account. So I'm going back to look to see if I need to reconnect the account again. Didn't need to reconnect the account. So I signed out of Experian and signed back in and said, let me transfer money from this savings account. Something went wrong. Guess what I did, y'all? Guess what I did? I went and clicked that transfer button. I clicked transfer that $10 to that savings account. It went through. It was green. It was approved. So I was able to transfer my money out of the savings account into that savings account. I was able to transfer the money from Experian to the savings account with no problem. But I was not able to transfer money from the savings account to Experian. Who gonna deal with that? Okay. So once that's final and the balance is zero in Experian, I'm not using it no more. Because when you have a checking account or a savings account, all you're supposed to do is enter your routing and account number. That's all you're supposed to do. They're not supposed to be trying to access your account just so they can approve your transfers. No, that's not how it works. So I got another account. I'm not even going to mention the name of them, right? Every $50 I save in a month, that's 23 cents. If you have $1 million, that is $4,600 a month. If you have $10 million, that is $46,000 a month. Do the math. Check me out. See how that 23 cent add up. Now, peep game now. Peep this. So I'm closing this Experian one. Now, let me tell you something about Credit Karma, okay? TurboTax say, we'll give you half of your money up front or whatever if you go through Credit Karma, if you deposit your money through Credit Karma. Now, Credit Karma already got your Social Security number. I've been affiliated with Credit Karma for 3 years strong. Well, I always had a Credit Karma account. But I'm saying when it comes down to building credit, even getting a few of their little credit cards, my house on there, my car's on there. You get what I'm saying? But as soon, they said I was approved for a savings account. But as soon as I wanted TurboTax to directly deposit my money to Credit Karma, which I didn't need to, never thought about it. I just said, I could get my money today. That's what they said. I could get my money today if I go through Credit Karma. Credit Karma sent me an email and said, you need to verify your account and information. Guess what these motherfuckers had the nerve to do? Now remember, my social security number already in there, address in there, all my information is in Credit Karma. I'm able to verify every credit card, every loan, anything I got in Credit Karma. Ben was supposed to open up a savings account a long time ago, right? Credit Karma, I sent them a ticket, a help ticket. And I did the drop down and I said, I clicked the one that says trying to open up a savings checking or whatever, not going through. Need to verify identity. That's what it was. Verify identity. Verify my identity. Now, why do I have to verify my identity to open up a savings or checking account when they already got my social on file and they already pulling up 2 credit scores from 2 different creditors? Okay, so boom, they send me an email and say, well, Ms. Grant, we need you to give us a copy of your front and back of your driver's license. I said, excuse me? I wrote them back and said, you want me to send it to you in the email? They was like, yes. I said, I'm not. I say, if you don't have a place for me to upload it to your website, I'm not sending it to you in an email. But it only took, I didn't need them anyway. It only took 4 days for me to get my income tax back. I got my income tax back so early, right? So I was like, when y'all come up with a better system for people to verify their account, you let me know. I said, because I'm not about to, y'all already got my social. You already got my social because I checked. I linked my social to your credit website, right? Credit Karma. Now you think I'm about to give you my ID? We're in a crisis right now. Information is hot right now. You think I'm about to give you the front and back of my ID to verify who I am, just so that TurboTax can directly deposit my information? So this is how I feel about Experian. Listen, do not sign up for these boosts. Do not boost. Do not say, oh, I'm going to add Netflix to the account so that they can boost things. Experian, if I got a checking or a savings account with Experian and I want to transfer money there, all they should have is my account information. They should not have to sign in and read all of my data in my bank account just for me to transfer money to them. Don't use it, okay? It's a haggle. It's loopholes. Your bank don't even want you doing it. That's why your bank make you reconnect and reconnect and reconnect. Your light bill company don't want you doing it. Your light bill company, if it was such a good idea with them collecting this data on you just to boost your morale, just to claim that they're about to boost up your credit score, what exactly are they going to give you for paying your light bill on time? What are they going to give you? 3 points to have all this data and information on you, your wattage, your usage, how you peak at this hour? Come on now, get real. Now, because they're going to sell that information to somebody else. It's not even worth it. When in fact, you can just sell your own information. People should start selling their own information. Now, peep gang. So Credit Karma wanted me to verify my identity, okay? But why is it I'm not going to tell you where I get 23 cents per $50. I'm not going to tell you where. I'm saying if you could do better, do better. But I'm not going to tell you where. Everybody don't need to know where you save money. but I get 23 cents per $50 a month. That's right. And remember I told you, $1 million, that's $4,600 a month that you can live off of. You can live off the interest. Now, Credit Karma wants you to verify your identity by emailing the front and back of your ID. First, they say verify the last four of your social. Boom. Once you verify your name and the last four of your social, they come back and say, now send the front and back of your ID. I ain't sending you shit. I didn't have to send you shit to upload my credit scores to your motherfucking website. And Experian, I ain't have to send you shit, so why the fuck I can't just transfer the money? Why you need to log into my account to see real-time data? And why was I able to transfer the money out of Experian, but I wasn't able to transfer the money into Experian with all these problems? You see what I'm saying? Go to Capital One. You want to transfer money to your savings or checking in Capital One. They use the same information used to pay your credit card bill. The other place I go to save money, they just use what you left on file. They don't try to sign it to your bank account. They don't tell you to reconnect to your bank account. They just use the information that you put in there and they save it. It's very simple. Quit connecting your bank accounts. I mean, like the live. Okay, I'll give you another example. There's a credit union, right? And they got this box that shows live feed. Like, you can see the live feed of your other banks. All you have to do is connect the account. Let me tell you something. These other banks know that these people are phishing. So when you connect it, you can't even unconnect it. Like, you want to remove it off the screen. You don't want to see that account tied so you can live feed it. Live feed meaning I can see the transactions, the amount of money in there and stuff, without having to go sign into that account, right? But it does no good because that bank is going to disconnect after you doing whatever you was doing, like within 24 hours. They're going to disconnect it. So don't use these credit websites to build credit. Remember, use a credit union and direct deposit to that credit union. Don't use these credit websites to save money. No, they're just phishing. They're just hoarding data. And remember, I told you, just like in the trucking industry, they got millions of loads that they won't give to nobody. They wait for a trucker to call, an owner-operator. They wait for the owner-operator to call and say, I'm trying to get home. They only give these loads to people who are trying to get home. So the load may actually pay $3,000, but they're only going to pay that owner-operator $800. Why? Because he needs fuel to get home. Instead of him going home dry, he just delivered that load for free because he needs to get home. So there are major brokers out there, right? There are major brokers out there that actually do not give loads to anybody at the going rate. They only give loads to people who are trying to get home. So imagine the broker got a $3,000 load and he gives it to you for $800. He ain't did no work. None. Just agreed to the customer, I'll deliver 250 loads for you for $100,000. And he just sold the first person the load for $800. Now look, let me just do something. Let me just do something real quick. Let me do the math for you real quick. You might want to get your calculator out too. So they agreed to a 250 loads for $100,000. So we got $100,000 divided by 250 loads. That's $400. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Hold on. That's $400 a load. So that's not gonna work. So let me be more realistic. Okay. $1 million. No, that can't be right. I did something wrong. $100,000 divided by 250 loads. Ooh, that ain't number $400. That's not gonna work. So let's do $1 million. So $1 million divided by 250 loads. That's $4,000, right? That's $4,000 a load. Call me up. Ring, ring, ring. Sky. I'm in New York. I need a load to Florida. Trying to get home. Okay, boom. Remember, all these loads paying $4,000, right? Well, I got you a load going to Tampa for $900. So out of that $4,000, take away $900, the broker keeps $3,100. Same goes with these credit websites and you trying to start your credit. Peep game. You go to a credit union and you show discipline and you be with that credit union for 6 months. Your credit card APR will be like 14% to 18%, right? But if you go to Credit Karma or Experian or whoever like that and try to apply for a credit card, your APR is going to be 36.99%. Remember, you're a newbie, you just starting out. 36.99%. But if you do direct deposit with a credit union for 6 months, open you up a secured credit card through the credit place, and you keep that thing paid, don't miss no payments, don't go over 30% usage, don't go over 30% usage, you're going to be in high regards, okay? You're going to open up an avenue to beautiful things. So quit linking your bills to these credit people. It's data. They're not paying you. They're getting paid for the data, but you're not getting paid for the data. They're saying they're going to boost your credit. Fuck that shit. Pay your bills on time. Pay your credit cards on time. Pay your loans on time. Pay your mortgage. Pay your car notes on time. And keep the natural order. Keep the natural credit score. All that boosting stuff is to hoard your data, to hoard your information, to sell your information. That's like, I'll give you an example. You go to the Red Cross, you go to the blood bank, they give you $40 for your blood. But Google, how much does a pint of blood cost at the hospital? I'm about to Google it for you. How much does a pint of blood cost at the hospital? Blood
$180 to $300 a pint. According to Quora, blood costs $180 to $300 a pint, but blood is only acquired through donation. Should people be allowed to sell their blood to hospitals?
How much does a blood transfusion cost in a hospital? Blood sells about $200. The hospital charged consumers a median price of $634 just to give them the blood. Now, people are paying $20. People are selling their blood for $20 to $40 a pint. And the going rate is $180 to $300. Not only that, think about it. Just think about it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a doctor. All this is allegedly. I'm just hipping y'all to something. Quit connecting your bills. Quit connecting your bank accounts to these credit people. It don't matter. As long as you pay your loans on time, whether that be credit cards, mortgage, car note, whatever. As long as you pay those things on time, you're good. Long as your usage is low, you're good. Everything else is bullshit. Hold on 1 second.